All right, Shalom. It's the brother Rock back from the GMS Atlanta Church with another lesson through the Spirit. Lord willing, this lesson be edifying. But before I get started on the lesson, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at GMS who continue to teach and rule well. And peace and safety to the Akim across the four corners of the earth that are pushing out this truth and sincerity and putting the life on the line to do so. All right, and in this lesson I'm going to go into recompense, okay, and what it means, how the Lord deals, how he feels about recompense, okay, because some people, they like to believe that the Lord doesn't deal with revenge or getting revenge, for those that afflict you, okay, but the scriptures tell you otherwise. All right, now I was watching Apostle Gabar's lesson about how these Edomites used to lynch our people back in the early 19th century to 20th century, and it's still taking place, but not too common in the 21st century. Okay, about how those southern trees bear strange fruit. Okay, and that strange fruit that it bear, were the bodies of our people, man, us Israelites. Okay, now when you see accounts like that and you hear about those lynchings of our people, it gets your blood boiling, man. It upsets you. Okay, and naturally you want to get revenge, but these Edomites like to play it as if we're some kind of hate group, or we just hate the so-called white man, for no particular reason, like he hasn't done anything to us, because they see how society is today and think that, that they don't have to pay for what their forefathers did, okay, because they don't believe in reincarnation. Some of those same spirits, that were calling for the lynching of our people, which are the Israelites back in the days, are back here today, man, reincarnated. Okay, and some of those same spirits, hates the sight of an Israelite, man. Okay, but they want to paint the picture as if we're past that, we're over the hump, as if they don't have to pay for all the atrocities and all of the oppression that they put the Lord's people through. Okay, but we know that their slate hasn't been wiped clean. Okay, only way for their slate to be wiped clean is for those curses and those atrocities to be flipped onto them. Okay, and they drink double of that cup, Salakia, according to the scriptures. All right, now that song that the apostle played, by I can't recall the artist's name, Billie Holiday, okay, called Strange Fruit. Okay, and in the song she was giving an account of how the eyes were bulging out of these individuals, and their mouths were twisted, that were hanging from the tree of the lynchings, caused by these so-called white men, or these so-called white people, which is Esau, Edom. Okay, according to the scriptures. Now they want to get past that. They want to look past it. Oh, that was in the past. We're past that. Kumbaya, join hand in hand. You guys have equal rights now. You're free, so on and so forth. When all actuality, man, that's not the way. That's not the way the Lord works. All right, let's say you sit in a restaurant and you run up a $200, $300 tab. All right, and you're with a party of three and you leave. Though that party that's left, man, they're left to deal with that tab, man. They have to pick up that tab, even though you've left. That tab isn't wiped clean. Whether you have the money to pay it, or you go and they get some kind of manual labor out of you, labor out of you, Salakia, that makes up for that tab that was left. But some way, somehow, that tab has to be paid for, and you so-called white people, which is Esau, Edom, according to the scriptures, have not paid, for that tab. Okay, but let's see what the scripture has to say about wanting revenge on those people. Okay, This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 6. It says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. And who has troubled our people, man? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. And another, brother, the head down in Birmingham, he did another lesson, about, why we call, you all the devil, because of the Trail of Tears, man. The things that this white man has done, to our people, starting with the Negroes, all the way down to Issachar, according to the 12 tribes, man, is it's an atrocity, man. They've dealt with our people harshly, man, and to think that they just want to look past that and get over it, man, is total BS, man, and it gets you angry, okay? But we can't do nothing at this point, to harm them physically, man. We have to wait on the Lord, to come back and render, whatever he seems necessary, to be dished out, man. And he's going to use us, to do that, right along, with his chariots and the angels, man. All right. So it says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation. All right. And I have that word recompense on the online etymology. And there was a particular meaning that I wanted to go into. And this here, it says to balance out. Okay. Recompense means to balance out. So in order to balance these things out that I mentioned that Esau, Edom has done to our people, the only things that will balance it out is for it, what was done to us and our people, to be done unto them. Okay. It says it's a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense. All right. Which means to balance out, tribulation to those that trouble you. And if you go into the word tribulation, it's a Greek word. It's the lapius, if I'm saying it correctly. And it says a pressing together, pressure, oppression, affliction, tribulation, distress, and straits. All right, hanging our people, cutting the bellies of our women open, and feeding the babies, our babies, to alligators, and bringing the whole city out and sending postcards for the community to come out and watch while you so-called white people do that to our people, man. That's tribulation, man. You've put nothing but tribulations on our people, and you're still doing it to this day, even though it's not as out in the open, or is not as brutal as it once was. These things still going on, man. Oppression, having a man work for 2 weeks and wait to be paid, man, that's oppression. Okay. Having our women ruling over us, that's oppression, man. They're just doing it in a corporate style, in a corporate way, man. It's not just out and up front anymore, man. And wilding out with it like these so-called white people used to do, man. Okay. It says oppression, affliction, tribulation, distress, and straits, man. And that's what our people going through, man. That's why you see our people out here finished, man, under the rulership of this so-called white man. All right. So going back to the scriptures, seeing it as a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. And then, I was watching, and I'm sure you brothers seen it too, what this guy on Fox News was questioning the guy that was up there representing the Israelites, and he asked him, so do you believe that what you should pay for what your forefathers did? And he should have told the man straight up, of course. Okay, not from my own heart, but thus saying the scriptures, man. All right. And that's where the guy went wrong. He brought out not one precept, man. The guy, Waters, or whatever his name was, the Fox 5 analyst, man, he would have been easy work, man, to cut up. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21, it says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquities of their fathers. Okay, if that is that not paying for what your forefathers did? And this concept is hard for these people to grasp because they don't believe in reincarnation. All right, you have to believe in reincarnation, in order for this scripture to stick, in order for the Lord to not seem like an unjust power, because we know that he's not, man. Okay, the Lord is a just power, man, and he's not one-sided. And I went into that word recompense. It means to balance out. Do the scriptures not tell you that a false balance is an abomination to the Lord himself? So why would the Lord not, have it set up to where his people get recompense for what these so-called white people done to them? Okay. The Lord would be a hypocrite, which we know he's not. All right. Isaiah 14:21 says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the faces of the world with cities. And we're going to see that, man. All right. We're going to do unto you people, you so-called white people, which is Esau, Edom, according to the scriptures, what you've done to our people, double. Okay, not coming from me or speaking out of my own heart or speaking as a man. Thus saith the Lord, man, and the scriptures. All right. And you people in this country believe are said that that America was founded on biblical principles. Okay, so you're supposed to believe in these scriptures that I brought out as well, and you're supposed to back them. But we know that's not the case. Okay, this place is everything contrary to these scriptures, man. That's why the Lord has to come back, man, and get down on this place. All right. So yes, we want recompense, man. All right. I'm not saying go out here and jump the gun and be over righteous and do something to somebody. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm bringing out, according to the Lord's word, that everything that is done unto our people is going to be done unto you people, man. All right. So with that being said, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Again, giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at GMS, and peace and safety to the icon across the four corners of the earth that are pushing out this truth and sincerity. All right. Shalom.